On Inside Serie A this week, Angelo De Almeida's insider view of two creative coaching masters, Giampiero Gasperini and Roberto De Zerbi. Free kick specialist Gaetano D'Agostino looks ahead to his former club Udinese's match against Juventus. Cagliari's exuberant winger Riccardo Sotil relishes the chance to face one of his idols, Lorenzo Insigne. And Claudio Ranieri leads his Samp side to Roma. We'll preview every game on match day 15.
Matera, Italy's magical city of stone in the southern region of Basilicata. Former Brazilian right-back Angelo Mariano De Almeida, or simply Angelo, now lives in this World Heritage Site. His career took him all around the country, wearing the shirt of, among others, Lecce, Parma and Siena, and making his name as a brilliant assist man in Serie A.
Today I'm 39, and I've lived in Italy for 17 years. I started my playing career in Brazil, and then I continued and finished my career here in Italy. So I would say that Italy is my real home, my home away from home.
Angelo whips it in and Crespo's there! Angelo with space, great cross, Calayo! He's Buffon! Quick reflexes from Angelo!
I'm very happy, satisfied and proud of my career because everything I achieved, I did it thanks to my own efforts. Football is still my life because I still dream of becoming a coach. But for now, my life is a Brazilian restaurant, Barraca.
Angelo opened his Brazilian steakhouse in Matera after his retirement from football in 2019. Despite the COVID-19 restrictions, everything here evokes the warmth of his native city of Salvador de Bahia.
In my case, both football and food have one thing in common, and that's passion. I did all right with football. They told me I was pretty good. At the grill and in the kitchen, for now the opinions are all good, so I don't want to say where I've done better. I'll leave that to others.
During his early years in Italy, Angelo found himself in Crotone playing for a young Giampiero Gasperini, who of course later turned into the architect of Serie A's most spectacular team, Atalanta.
Gasperini's football has the same quality, the same spirit and the same concept that we have in Brazil, but on top of that, there's a spirit of sacrifice. For him, football is a duel. It's 11 against 11. It's all about duels. His style of football hasn't changed in the last 10, 12 years, but he's very good at changing the players that interpret that system. Because when he sees things aren't working that well, he takes Zapata off and puts two false nines on instead.
Muriel might be in. It's Luis Muriel to seal the win.
His way of playing is always the same. He looks for the duel, but by using different players with different characteristics, he can spring a surprise.
It's a quality finish from Lammers.
In 2015, the Brazilian joined Foggia in the third division and met another young coach who was set to flourish at the top level with Sassuolo.
With De Zerbi, I learned a different style of football. I like to think it's like maths, football in numbers. Even in a defeat, he sees all the good things his team has done. So even when you lose a match, he goes and checks out the numbers and knows what to work on. He's able to pass on his belief in the stats to his players, and they follow him. For the players, his style of football is good because you have fun. Only time will tell if it's efficient or not, however. He knows he has to make that step up. But if you ask me, he studies so much that he will get there. He will.
The new year starts with a showdown between Atalanta and Sassuolo at the Gives Stadium. From the spectacular city of Matera, Angelo will watch his two former mentors try to outcreate and outthink each other.
It's a tactical match and both teams want to win. We're talking about a veteran coach against a young coach. It's the meeting of an old philosophy against a new philosophy. De Zerbi knows Atalanta play on duels, so lots of one-on-ones. And on the other side, Gasperini knows that if he cannot be very aggressive, then De Zerbi's players will make life difficult for him because they have ideas, they know each other, and they know how to attack. I really think it will be a spectacular match and one to watch. I will not be supporting either, but I'm a fan of both. I admire their football. I see this match and I learn something.